Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from the YouTube channel Redolessence. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have my good friend Carlos joining me.
How are you?
It's been a while since we linked up, right?
About 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, man, I missed you. Everything all right?
Yeah, chilling.
Cool.
You've been a little under the weather, unfortunately.
Yeah, I have been and I still am, unfortunately.
You sound a little deeper there today.
Hopefully by next week I'm back to normal. But today we're going to be doing a quick house overview of a few fragrances by the company Masque Milano, so stay tuned. So we have 5 of their fragrances here. Let me see if I remember. This one came out back in 2013. This is Tango. La Tessa came out in 2016. Everything else came out in 2017. Except for Hemingway, which is the newest release. That came out
2018.
in 2018, yeah. And so we do have these pre-sprayed. Obviously, a lot of these we already owned. I must disclose that these were sent to us for review, so thank you so much. With the exception of La Tessa. I owned that one from way back when. But what is your experience with this house? How far back does it stretch?
I've had experience from when they first came out. I met them, I believe, at Sniffapalooza it was, when I was first introduced to the brand. The founders are Alessandro Brun, which I interviewed on BFL last week.
I noticed that. Great video.
And also, he has a partner. He's tall. I always forget his name. His last name, Riccardo Tedeschi. That's his name.
Oh, wow, cool. All right.
So, Alessandro's this big, and Alessandro's here. So,
very talented guitar player, too.
Alessandro, yes.
Alessandro,
You
yeah.
seen his videos?
Sure. I have, yeah.
Really
Very
awesome.
talented. Awesome, and unfortunately I couldn't be there at Twisted Lily. You had the opportunity and the pleasure of meeting him. I would love to meet him one day. I'm sure he'll be in town a little while longer.
I hand-delivered the Hemingway to you.
I know, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
And I ended up really liking it. I was afraid because I don't do well with vetiver. So it's not one of my favorite
I don't know
notes.
why I think you love vetiver. I thought you did. You like a select handful, like me.
It has to be a certain variety. Like, I'll tolerate Mugler cologne. Like, I think it's fun to wear. Like, it's very easygoing, nothing special. But this is a really nice vetiver. It actually reminds me of Fumidus by Perfumum Roma. Are you familiar with that one?
I'm familiar with the name and the brand, but not the fragrance. I've never smelled it.
Okay. It's dark, but it's not rooty. And so, I guess, since we have that over here, let's go ahead and start with Hemingway. So the other cool thing that Carlos taught me is that the perfumer's name is also written on the top of the bottle there. So this one is Fanny Ball. And so I'm not going to...
Perfumer, Fanny Ball.
Fanny Ball, yeah.
I think she's new, young and upcoming, and that's something that Alessandro looks for.
Okay. Very much, I guess, like Victor Wong, he was looking for, like...
Up-and-coming
indie perfumers.
And give them a chance to spotlight their work.
That's awesome. And this kind of harkens back to the whole edition de Parfum Frederic Malle with putting the perfumer's name on the bottle and everything. So really cool edition. It's good that we are spotlighting the perfumers and giving them credit.
These are what look like to be 30 mil, but they're actually 35 mil.
Yeah.
Alessandro mentioned he likes to make it an odd number for some reason. So, and they used to be in 100 mil bottles. They're going back. You didn't hear it from me, but yeah, they might be going back real soon.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, with a lot of these, I guess if you like it enough, you want to have more of it. And they are pretty affordably priced, from what I remember.
They're like in the 160.
Between 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did I just change the subject and not give an opinion on this fragrance?
We're still talking about the brand, so that's good. But
okay, here. This is definitely a vetiver lover's dream fragrance. Unfortunately, I'm not that guy. Although, this would be one that I do like. Not because we're reviewing the brand, but this just happens to have... It's 2 varieties of vetiver. I believe it's Haitian vetiver and another kind of vetiver, which I'm not recalling, but it's 2 different kinds of vetiver. It's not as earthy and rooting here, and not quite as smoky.
Yeah.
Sometimes vetiver can be kind of like a thin note for me. This here is actually a robust vetiver.
Yeah, it has a very strong
some
presence.
body.
Yeah.
It's definitively masculine, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
Ladies could rock it if you'd like, but this definitely has a macho character about it, I would say.
Yeah, when you think of like a real man's fragrance, you think of woods, and I mean, this one definitely has, a lot of those characteristics in there. A little spicy too. I remember there's a note of ginger in there as well, but really well done.
Throughout the line, they do feature spice often.
Yeah.
Some of like one of their first releases was Monte Cristo, and it's a tobacco fragrance, but I find it to be a very musky fragrance.
Okay.
And it's like over the top musky, and it's not one of their best sellers, but people do like it.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, different strokes for different folks. The next one is Tango. This one is composed by Cecile Zarokian.
Yes.
And as if you couldn't tell by taking a look at the bottle, it is an amber-based scent.
And Cecile does, I'm just showing you the name there, Cecile Zarokian on the bottom. She does great work with orientals and ambers and very hefty fragrances. Her portfolio is amazing, like really, really, really amazing. And I love this one. That's one of my favorites from the line. It's very spicy on skin. It's very long lasting. It's a very warm fragrance. As you sniff, I describe.
And I'm like nodding and agreeing with you the whole time. No, so it's ambery, not as strong of an emphasis on the vanilla.
No.
You definitely get the resins down here. It's very spicy too. I remember looking up at the note breakdown. This actually contains cumin.
Which can come off
but
a little BOE. It doesn't
Yeah.
on my skin, thank goodness.
It's definitely not on this one, no.
This wears for hours is another thing that I love about this one. I gotta tell you, I don't appreciate these fragrances on the blotters here. I like it much more on skin.
Yeah, you're much better off putting it on skin.
I mean, that's a given with all fragrances, but in particular, this Masque Milano line, I like better on skin. Like,
yeah.
This smells so... If you think it smells great, it smells 5 times better on skin.
Yeah, giving it like a full wearing and everything.
Yeah.
I can just imagine.
And
you're an amber guy, man.
Yeah.
Like you wear Amber Absolute and...
I like warm fragrances, I really do.
Yeah. And this one is perfect for this time of the year, right?
Yes.
It seems like maybe Latessa is getting phased out a little bit with the iris, but that's such a unique one too. The next one is Mandala, and this one is by Chris Carbonell, who I'm sure a lot of you know is the perfumer behind Xerjoff fragrances.
Xerjoff, some Suspiro, some Chemi,
yeah.
A lot of stuff associated with
Mr. The Xerjoff universe, I should say, yeah. This one is incensey.
Yeah.
Frankincense, incense, smoky?
No, not so much. Maybe a tad.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that smells way better on skin than on that paper. And the opening of this one is a little odd. It needs to settle for even like 2 minutes, a minute, and that first person's like, what is this? But then it smooths out, thankfully.
I'm actually still getting that. Like
a little something.
What am I smelling here exactly? Yeah. I mean, I get the incense in here. It smells like the incense that you would put on top of the charcoal briquette if you were to smell it raw.
Like the rocks?
The little rocks, yeah. But even after you light it, it has a little bit of that smoke in here, but not too much of it.
Not overly. I do like it. I love incense as a note, so...
Yeah, this is definitely one that I have to be in the mood to wear.
When I was speaking with Alessandro, I told him that all of their fragrances just have a soul about them. They tell a story, and the concept of the brand Masque is like the theatrical mask, so it's very kind of like operas or plays, and they're theatrical. They're not they don't smell like anything else.
Eccentric. Yeah, and I agree with that. The one that I think is kind of tame, though, is Latessa.
I love Latessa.
And Latessa is like a holy grail iris scent.
Yes.
So if you haven't tried it and you're a fan of iris, you owe yourself to go out there and check it out.
On my top iris list, number 1.
And it made number 1, yeah. With good reason, I think. It actually uses 3 different types of iris.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's Orris Butter, and there's... I fell in love with that one immediately when they presented it. They presented this with Romanza, I think was the one before this. And I got a preview of this one, and it was like, oh my god, I have to have this.
It's so good.
Love. I can smell it from here.
Now is not the season for it, but it smells really, really good.
And I must say, as I did on my top iris videos, I get a lot of compliments when I wear this one.
Mm-hmm.
From the guy, if I remember correctly, it's Ray from the Receiving. He loves Aventus and Green Irish Tweed. Whenever I wear this one, he seems to notice it for some reason.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, and that's one that I love wearing, and in the springtime, it's one that I look forward to wearing, and then I'll end up wearing it like 4 or 5 times, and then I put it on the back burner for some reason. But it's such a great scent. I'm so happy to have it in my collection.
It's special juice for sure.
The last one is Times Square, and this one is composed by Bruno Jovanovic.
Bruno Jovanovic.
And I suppose you can smell that one first. It has like osmanthus and violet. And...
It's a floral with a twist.
Resins in there too.
Yeah.
Styrax, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a little candy-ish. There's a sweetness up in there.
Yeah, more so initially, I think.
Yeah, I get the violet. And I love that osmanthus tea, like apricot. So there's that jammy kind of sweetness in there. I love this line. I really, really do.
Yeah, I like this one too. Yeah, it's on this side. Okay.
I sprayed it on the heart. Oh wait, that's my tester.
Yeah, I like it. It has a little bit of that sweetness in there, perhaps coming from the resins.
But not candy. Did I say candy? I didn't mean candy. It's not that sweet. It's just kind of it's in there.
Like there's something in there that keeps you wanting to go back and smell it again and again.
Osmanthus
Really
is a favorite
blend.
floral of mine. I do like violet.
And it's not feminine in any way. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this one isn't. I'm sure there are some variations of osmanthus that could end up being very feminine, but not this one.
No.
Yeah.
The line is pretty universally unisex, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Russian tea's not here, unfortunately, but I hear raves about that one. I meant to smell it at Twisted Lily, but I forgot. But Olya loves it, and quite a few people. I think Tiff Benson mentioned it. Everybody likes Russian tea.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was like, why do you like Russian tea? Olya, because you're Russian? Shut up, Carlos.
You know, I mean, when you know that they deal with quality perfumers and it's a very well-established house, it's hard to find something that, you know, is not good. You know, of course, you'll find something that doesn't cater to your personal taste or something that you might not in the mood to wear. But to outright pick up something and say, wow, this is really bad.
As much as we're gushing about this line, I think, as with all lines, to be honest, take what we say and put it in your head, but definitely smell them on your skin. Because it's a creative line. It's not very challenging. There'll be something within this line that you'll love, but it's one that should be tested on skin. And not on paper. I do stress that. This smells so much more beautiful on skin.
Yeah.
Even more so than every other perfume, you know, so.
Yeah. I agree with you, Carlos. Yeah, very well said.
They offer samples.
Awesome. Yeah, and a sample pack, which I own. And so I've tried like Russian tea and some of the other ones that you mentioned. They're pretty good.
Cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And of course, a very special thank you to the folks over at Masque Milano for making this video possible. We really thank you for that. And also thank you at home for watching this video. If you did take something of value from this video, please do consider subscribing. It's free. All you have to do is click the button down below. And this way, whenever we do upload new videos, it will get sent straight to your feed. You never need to worry about missing any future fragrance-related content. And also, I'm going to be leaving Carlos's information down below as well.
Thank you.
So make sure to subscribe to him. Thanks again for coming, Carlos.
My
Really
pleasure.
appreciate
This was
it.
fun.
Yeah,
This
man,
was a lot of
course.
fun.
And thank you at home for watching. We love you guys. We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care.
Bye.